Hey guys, it's Raven Scry here. Wow, what a rocky couple of weeks it's been in the crypto space. Now, Spirit's been steering me away from the crypto space over the last couple of weeks. It's just the energy has just been very, how could I describe it? Intense, up and down, volatile. But today I'm feeling a little bit of a clearing. So I just want to check in. And it's been quite tricky to read for different cryptos at this time because everything's largely resting on Bitcoin's movements. So I feel today I'll connect in with Bitcoin and see where that's at. Now, as I welcome Spirit closer and just connect in to the energy, I'm feeling Bitcoin's energy is very compressed and somewhat wound up and has this kind of stagnance in the way that it presents to me, and it's almost like there's a pressure to it. Nothing's moving yet; it's very kind of pent up pressure. When I ask Spirit, how is it going to move over the next couple of weeks? Now, all I keep hearing is down. That's all they're giving me is down, and they're showing me this possibility of a rise, but it feels that it's somewhat going against the collective energy. It's like they show it to me, but it has no solid, connected, foundational feeling. It's difficult to describe the way that I sense it, but it is like it's like an image that's not connected properly. So the way that the energy is feeling, there would be somewhat of a battle for Bitcoin to be able to lift up in the current climate. So at this stage, I'm feeling that a pull down is more likely, and Bitcoin doesn't feel supported in the current energies that are playing out. So in saying all of this, these predictions can certainly be wrong, and particularly lately, when I tune in, outcomes can be flickering from one to the other just so quickly. It's like they're shimmering. It's like they're sort of a mirage that kind of connects with the other image. It's like they offer this possibility, but they're not giving a great deal of clarity and foundation. Again, I'm coming back to that. So also in the nature, it feels like it's very undecided, or almost like it's not available, this outcome yet. And to keep in mind the manipulation of the whales that can also be affecting the outcomes greatly. So when I'm doing a reading and connecting, like I am now, I like to explore what Spirit gives me, what they're talking about, what they're sharing, and then also my own intuitive knowing. And, these things are not separate, but can be looked at separately to be able to understand more of where I'm being influenced with the information. So as I connect to the different parts, I also add in the elements of manipulation being possible, the overall collective climate as well. So from all of these elements, and that's just to name a few, then it's like kind of coming to a decision from all of these little parts as to where it's weighing more heavily the outcome. So with all that said, at this time and in this climate, I want to say that Bitcoin feels to be going lower. Now, this is within the short term that I've asked about. And many of you, it doesn't really matter if it's going to go down or up in the short term, really, because if you just zoom out, it doesn't really matter what it does in the short term, because overall, in the coming months, I see that it's going to be moving up nicely. So it's, depending on where you're sitting in the market and what your goals are. Now, Spirit's showing me a scenario that's playing out. And so I'm just going to share that now, and you can take what you wish to take from what they're giving. So they give me an example of a train at a station, and I know that a train at a station's come up in other readings already before, but they're giving me the example of this train at the station. Now, it seems to be moving a little bit, but stopping. There's a delay, and it's like the passengers are all waiting on the train, but it's just not moving. Now, there's another scenario that's coming in over the top, and it's like it's flashing with the train image, but the train is now at the edge We're up high. It's the edge and the end of the track. And it's like right up high on this edge. And as we connect to this edge, it's like I'm now taken down and we're moving down, and the train has now become a roller coaster. We're moving down very quickly, and Spirit shows this as this ride, a roller coaster. So it's transformed from the train into the roller coaster, and Spirit's bringing my attention to the nature of being on a ride. And of course, once you're on the ride and it's taken off, it's certainly not advisable to get off. So strap in tight and be prepared if you're going to be on this ride, is the sense I get. Now, they do show me that as this ride moves, it eventually pulls in into flatter, more stable ground. And this is where it feels like the ride is over and you could get off at this stage. So it feels like there's some degree of turbulence that's coming. But if you've chosen to be on the ride, stay on the ride. And in Spirit's words, don't look back, is what I'm hearing. So when the ride pulls up, I'm also getting a sense to be prepared for the next level of the journey. It's like an intermission in the way that it feels. And it's also like Spirit is suggesting to stock up and giving me this sense that there's more of a clarity of mind here. There's not so much mess. It's like clear, still. It's a still sunny day in the way that it feels. There's no wind or dissonance or turbulence. It's clear. So when we get to that stage, you can make clear decisions, is the way it feels. So Spirit's not giving me a scenario of Bitcoin going up at this time. So I do feel as though what they've shared is obviously right for now, and I'm just going to leave it there. So please know that I can be wrong. Again, I'm going to say it, and I have been wrong with the nature of these predictions. They're very difficult given how many possibilities come into play along the timeline. So I offer this to you to take what you feel to take from it, and ask that you all take extra special care in the choices that you make at this time. So if you guys are enjoying these videos, please give a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to supporting the channel, and if you'd like to share them with someone else that you know, that would be also very appreciated. Also, just to let you know, I've still got some spots left for my quantum healing sessions I spoke about yesterday. If you'd like to know a little bit more about them, just go to the last video that I posted. Okay, take care guys, I'll see you soon. Raven Scry signing off.